everyone, it's DrRic, and today's unboxing is on this topical bar by Shelby, or from Shelby County. Shelby County in Illinois makes a topical bar that has a mixed amount of indica and sativa. And I don't really need a knife for this, but have to make it official. The bar was the only thing they had. I mean, I usually either use the Mary Medicinal's Muscle Freeze or Amazing Grace, and they're out, which is a common complaint that I hear from a lot of my patients, is that the dispensaries are always out. So, oh, this is interesting. So here is the container. It also, the labeling is nice because it has the amount of CBD, THC, THCA, CBG, CBC. There isn't any CBC or CBG, but here it is. It's like a huge chapstick container. So I think you just push this. Wait a minute. Yeah, just push this out. Oh, well, that's way too much chapstick. Big lips. You can probably just, oh, well, okay. Here's the problem I see already. So you have to keep on pushing continuously to get it on the spot. So if I had, say, lateral epicondylitis or tennis elbow, which I probably should do a video on because somebody complained yesterday, you got to keep on pushing, and I guess you have to push it down to tuck it back in, and you're done. No smell. I mean, it doesn't smell like weed, so that's kind of cool. I don't know that, I mean, it's kind of greasy too. So maybe in the summer, if you have a sunburn, that might be a nice application. This would be too hot for a sunburn. Might as well go into this. This would be too hot for a sunburn, probably for a rash, but too hot because there's a hint of something spicy in that. I'm not sure if it's menthol or turmeric or capsaicin, but that might be too irritating for a rash. This would be cool for a rash, although there's menthol in it, and that might, the evaporative power of menthol might be good, might be bad. It can sting. This would be optional. So I had reservations before because I didn't like putting stuff on, like an underarm bar, but I see the benefit, especially for summer sunburns or other rashes of the summer or insect bites. So I'd probably give this a half and half thumbs up. There's a different application. I still like the way this works. This is my first I used in Colorado after I did a big hike with a group. This one I use as a backup, but it is pretty good because of the hot, spicy part of it. This we'll see. So it only has oils. And it doesn't have any of the ingredients of either menthol or capsaicin. So there is applications that it can be used for. I have to get used to it. So you can see it's kind of oily. So if I have a really nice suit on, I don't want to be getting this on my suit. I'm sure there's oil in it. It's glistening. So you probably can't see that. But so that's one downside, is you can't get it on your clothing or maybe on bed sheets. The upside, well, another downside, you can't keep this in the car most likely because I'm pretty confident that will probably leak, melt. The upside would be, if you can't get these two, then you have no choice, but this is still optional, still available. And another upside might be that it doesn't have extra ingredients that could potentially, if you're exposing yourself, your mucous membranes, the bottom layer underneath the skin from an abrasion, for example, for summer, these might be irritating. So this might be safe. But if you start to apply this to an open wound, if you might get it, like COVID toes or COVID rash, it'll probably help calm the rash, but I don't know about the absorption because there is indica that's labeled on here. It is THC. So if you apply this to an open wound, you can absorb. I've always told you in my topical videos in the past, I don't think that these topicals get into the point where you can have effects of THC on the psychoactive, the component of medical cannabis. But if you have broken skin and you're using it to heal up properly, it could be an issue. I'd give it a half-half. I'll let you know. I'll give an update later, maybe in about a week if I use it on a regular basis. Or if I have a sunburn from working outside, I'll try to apply it. Be careful applying it around the eyes, although it's inert compared to these two. So again, another benefit. So we're getting benefits and maybe downsides. So overall, not bad. It's another application to get some medical cannabis on skin for irritation and rash. So don't forget to subscribe to me. Hopefully this gave you some ideas about what to do, which options you have, because again, as I alluded to in the beginning, sometimes the dispensaries will run out of product, and it is kind of frustrating, but that's why I want you guys to keep up with a cannabis diary, because if you get to the, and you can always check online on their inventory, but if you get to the dispensary and you say, I want this, put your money down, but they don't have it, and then you haven't prepared, if you're not sure, then you have to go through the menu and kind of say, okay, what can I get now? And then you have to sit there, listen to the sales pitch, which is fine, and then make your decision on the fly because there's a bunch of people behind you. So do your research beforehand. Maybe get on Leafly, see if the inventory is listed. Know your backups just in case they don't have it, and experiment. But you know, experimenting is almost $50 every time you experiment. So be frugal, but also be wise. Hopefully this gives you a little bit of an idea. Share this if you have anybody that's stuck on what to use topically. Otherwise, I'll see you at the next video.